Hey everyone, this is our 2007 PT Cruiser Touring Edition. We currently have for sale. Good honest family car. Simply run out of room. We're looking to make some room. We've had this car for about 4 years, 4 trouble-free years. It's a pretty economical car. We've had very good luck with it. No issues. Very well maintained. It's got a 2-liter naturally aspirated inline 4-cylinder engine, which means you get on the highway and you can comfortably transport 5 people 30 miles to the gallon. Not many cars can claim that. It's got plenty of get up and go for around the city. Very good condition, no collisions, no accidents, no body work, nothing of that nature. It is a touring edition, like I said, so it kind of comes with the heavy-duty suspension. It rides nice and sporty. Comes these really slick factory alloy wheels. It's got beautiful bright metallic silver paint. Still shines nice in the sun, as you can see here. That isn't any fancy camera work or anything. It's just good, clean, well-maintained paint. Factory paint. It's got really nice factory tinted windows. The rear windows are all tinted, and the back hatch is tinted from the factory. Whoever had the car first opted to get these nice options. The front windows are not tinted, so it is completely legal. Front end is nice. Nose cone is in really good condition. 2007 was Chrysler freshened the PT Cruiser up a little bit. So they kind of changed the nose. They put a nice chrome grille on there. They wanted to fancy up the PT, make it more of a luxury line, and that's what they've done. I'll show you the inside. Here's the interior of the car. Everything is the way it should be. Nice and clean. Everything works. Nothing fancy. Nothing. No surprises here. This one comes with cloth seats. Nice condition. Some wear on them. Nothing bad. No tears. Does have the factory radio. Nothing's been modified. Everything's original as it was day one. All your window controls are here. Your vents are all here. Nice air conditioning, heating, central air, central recirculating air. Everything works the way it should. You do have power locks, power windows all throughout. Everything here works.
He is lucky to be walking away from this.
You got FM radio. Air is on. And then you have the CD player.
Doesn't have limits.
And that works the way it should as well. No problems there. This car also does have the option for the satellite radio. Our subscription recently ran out, so I can't demonstrate that, but it does work. And you can see the satellite antenna is still intact the way it's supposed to be. Sounds really nice too. But our subscription ran out. We figured we were going to sell the car, so we didn't bother renewing it. Start the car for you. As it shows, 76,892 miles on it currently. Check engine lights on because I have the key in the ignition. Once I start it, that goes away because there are no engine problems. All the LEDs and everything work correctly. Fuel gauge is here. The temperature gauge is right where it's supposed to be. It'll sit there all day long. No problems there. Engine winds up nice. No hesitation, no backfiring. It's been a very well maintained car. We've had the car for about 4 years. No problems. We've used it on a daily basis. It's been a family hauler for us. Let's take a look around here. The locks work. The keys in the ignition, it won't let me do the locks. Safety feature, but the locks all work. Here the windows are all controlled from here. So you have your 2 front windows. And those are automatic windows. I'm not touching the switch anymore. Okay, and this window's already down. See the windows go up. And your back windows, same deal. Those go down, no problems there. This button right here is nice. As I have kids, hit that. And now the kids in the back cannot open their windows. Only the driver and the passenger can. So that's a nice feature. The infamous Chrysler clock still works correctly, keeps accurate time. Nice classy touch for the interior, gives it a nice posh look. Let's take a look at the back of the car. Oh, that's right. We have power side mirrors as well. You got the hideaway button for the back latch. Door opens as is. And you have the parcel shelf. This parcel shelf comes out just like that, and it slides out if you want more room. Or if you want to maximize all that vertical free space, you put the shelf in there. Comes in handy. Door comes down. Closes with authority. No problems, no rattles, no shakes. Same here. Whoops. Back doors are nice and tight. The whole car is just a very tight car. If you've ever driven some of the older Mercedes-Benzes from especially the 70s, they're kind of built like tanks. And a bit of an over-engineered car, and I've always appreciated that. When I close the door, it reminds me of that. Closes nice and tight. All the doors do. Every door does. Same here. Got the factory Chrysler floor mats that are embroidered. It's a nice touch. A little wear on there, but nothing out of the ordinary for something with 76,000 miles on it. Have your FM AM antenna here. Engine's nice and quiet. Car's running, you can barely hear it. Okay, so here's the 2.4 liter inline four. It's actually a nice size 4-cylinder engine. Gives you enough get up and go where people are kind of shocked how it's only a 4-cylinder. It takes off like a bit of a 6-cylinder, but you get the fuel economy of a 4-cylinder, which is really nice. Again, very clean, nothing crazy here. Very easily maintain the engine. Recently put in, I don't know if you can see, a brand new battery about a month ago. The original battery was getting weak on us, and I didn't want my wife to be stranded, so I put a new battery, and I took the liberty. I didn't like the way the old connectors were, so I put a brand new connector on there, some grease on there so it doesn't get corroded. Put a new bridge in here, all the new hardware. I did it on the negative side as well. It's hard to see that under the air box. New air filter is in there also. Really no stories here. I've been very lucky with the car. Never had any engine work that had to be done to it. Never seen the check engine light come on. In the last 4 years we've owned the car. Every 3,000 miles we do the oil changes. And a lot of people say it's overkill, but you know, just for a peace of mind, make sure there's always clean oil, fresh oil in the car. So very easy to maintain. Your windshield washer fluid goes there, and you have your coolant that goes there. Never had to fill any of that stuff up on the windshield washer fluid. No drips in this car, no leaks, no weeps. Very tight, easily maintained car. Your fuse panels right back here, and you have some relays and whatnot and switches. All this is nice and clean. Every now and then I like to just get under here and dust it off, make sure it's nice and clean. Just in case I ever have to do service anything, I don't have to get my hands all filthy. And it just looks nice, it's presentable. The rest of the car is clean. Why not keep the engine bay as clean as possible? You have a few little body blemishes here, just to be on the honest side. Nothing out of the ordinary, anything you'd expect from a car with 76,000 miles. Car has had the luxury of living in a driveway and rarely ever parked in the street. But things do happen. Here's a little dimple that's right here. That's on the driver's side door, along with a scratch right here. This scratch we did. We've had the car, at the time we had the car about 2 weeks, and we rolled over something and it kicked up onto the door. The other scratches we got when we first got the car. There's a little dimple right here in the quarter panel. It's tough to see there. Not a big deal, but should be made note. There's a little dimple underneath the taillight. Bought the car like that also. Not really sure what happened there. A couple parking boogers on the back bumper, but nothing crazy. Never had the bumper off, never had it painted. It's been touched up here and there. But again, nice and clean, very presentable. Tailgate's very clean, very straight. Little rock chips here and there you'll find. If you wanted to, you can go to a body shop, give it a once over. It would look really, really slick. This side's very clean. There is a little tiny dimple here in the passenger door. I don't know if you can see that there. Very, very tiny. Here's your transmission right here, your shifted gear right here. Let's fire this back up again. Put the foot on the brake, finger down. Let's drive. Here's your reverse. Let's close the door. Let's take it around. Nice power steering. Very easy to turn. Nice big wheel. That's what I was saying. It has a little car with nice big features to it. That's it. Let's drive. Even the shifter has a nice tight feel to it. One thing that I can say, that if I was to keep the car, one thing I would get serviced, the front end Recently had it in for an inspection, and I had noticed there's a little bit of a front end noise to it. Kind of knocks around when the road changes terrain. The mechanic had it up on the rack, and he said that the front sway bar bushings were shot. The job is not expensive. It's maybe 200 and change depending on your mechanic. Has passenger side airbags and driver side airbag, obviously. There's cruise control, very easily set. Let's get out on the road. Let's get it up to speed a little bit. It's a factory suspension. Nothing's been changed. The original shocks and struts are on the car. No problems there. Let's come around here. Let's see what this guy's doing. Let's get around him. Thank you. All right, let's see if you can hear that noise in the front end. It bothers me. I'm just a pain in the neck with my cars, and I hate little noises. That's why I always like this car, because it's such a tight little car. But that noise in the front doesn't seem to bother my wife, and she'd rather have the car than be without it. Let's roll the window up a little bit. It's the driver's side one. There's the passenger side one. And let's get those back windows up also. You can hear how nice and quiet the interior of the car is. Try to go over some bumps here. The car picks up nice. Cruising around 40 miles, 45 miles an hour. It doesn't even feel like it. Steering is effortless. Has nice feedback to it though. I don't know if it's hard to hear over the camera. But when I do go over bumps, I feel it in the floorboard. That sway bar is hitting, that bushing is not doing its job. The bushing needs to be changed. I believe it's 2 bushings. So that's my only criticism with the car. If I was to keep it, that's the one thing I would bring it in and have it done. It's great gas mileage. I'm 6'4". My knees aren't even touching the dashboard. Let's take off. Got a green light here. Plenty of room. Little car with big features. Love that. And that's pretty much it. Great gas mileage. It gets about 30 miles to the gallon on the highway. A little over 20 miles if I'm not mistaken. I never measured it. I always go by what the manual says. But we're rarely at the service station. My wife does use this car on a daily basis. I've always liked it because it's been dependable. It's never given her any problems, never left her stranded. Turn the key, it goes. I changed the battery because the first times we didn't drive the car for like a week, and I didn't like the way it sounded when it started. Swap out the battery. I don't want her having problems. I'm very particular like that with my cars. I got in the car one time, I didn't like the way it stopped. We hadn't had to put brakes in the car since we owned it. I brought it in, had new brakes put on. I don't want any problems, don't want any headaches. So whoever's getting the car is getting a very nicely, well-maintained car. If you have a Siri subscription, you can sign up for Siri. The car is ready to go. All the buttons work. No surprises there. Nice sound system in the car. And that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll leave my phone number up there. Feel free.